Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from NBC Sports Bay Area. I'm back home after 3 days in San Jose. 3 days? 3 days covering the draft. It was a busy time, kind of slow on the first 2 days. First day, especially one pick. And then the second day, two picks. And then the third day is always crazy because they had seven picks on the third day. So I thought I'd just break it up a little bit here. The 49ers give us these little draft tidbit sheets for every player and they give us some golden nuggets on here. So I'm going to just tell you some kind of interesting, fun stuff behind the stats, outside the stats. That's kind of interesting about each draft pick. All right, so we're going to break it up a little bit today. Um, and then I'll round up some news a little bit afterwards. Okay. All right. So, Mikel Williams, he is 6'5", 267 pounds from Georgia. Golden nugget on him is he is the first player in Hardaway High School history to be named a two-time first-team All-State football player. It's kind of a big deal at his high school. He aspires to have a career in real estate after football. He's currently interested in purchasing homes and flipping them into Airbnb properties. That's Mikel Williams, your first round draft pick. Alfred Collins, second round draft pick, is cousins with Houston's offensive lineman Trent Brown, who was also a 49er. Remember Trent Brown? Offensive lineman, offensive tackle. His mother, Benita, played basketball at the University of Texas for 4 years, 5 years, from 1990 to 1994. He has three sisters. He's the one boy. Cedar Creek High School, and graduated with a degree in human dimensions of organizations in May 2024. Graduated from Texas. So he graduated in 2024 in May. So got his degree, which is always a good thing. All right, Nick Martin. High school teammates with Buffalo Bills Landon Jackson, who was drafted 72 overall in the NFL draft. He has a son just recently, and he posted his little boy on Instagram. So just had a son. Little tiny little nugget. That's your golden nugget, is that Nick Martin has a little nugget, little baby boy. In his free time, he likes to play guitar and design clothes. He attended Pleasant Grove High School in Texarkana, where he played linebacker and running back. He has three older brothers. So I know he mentioned this in his press conference that he had to be tough. He was always fighting against his older brothers. All right. Upton Stout. He owns an apparel line called Lazy Ways. Won back-to-back state titles in high school with a combined record of 31-1 over those 2 seasons. He attended North Shore Senior High School and that's in Harris County, Texas, where he earned the consecutive Texas 6A one state champion titles 2018 and 2019. He majored in real estate at Western Kentucky University. All right. CJ West, Indiana, defensive tackle, began playing football in the eighth grade after he was convinced by his friend to join his Pop Warner team and calls it the greatest decision of his life. He helped his high school team win the 2018 Illinois Class 7A state championship. His mother, Rochelle, is his rock because of her hardworking attitude in the face of adversity. I always love a guy who's like loves his mom like that. Mom's his rock. Played rugby, track, and ran cross country. CJ West is a huge human being. I can't believe he ran cross country. It's crazy. He attended Nazareth Academy in LaGrange Park, Illinois. And he was born. I'll have to ask how how to pronounce this. Shadrian or Chadrian West. All right. Jordan James, your running back out of Oregon. After a standout sophomore season at Brentwood Academy in Nashville, James withdrew from the school and was homeschooled until transitioning to Oakland High School. He began playing football at the age of 6, played baseball in his youth, but said it was too slow for him. I agree. Baseball playoffs, yes. Cannot watch baseball. Sorry, I need more action. His mother, Toshia Ward, said she knew he would be athletic when he began walking at 8 months old. Attended Oakland High School and Brentwood Academy in Nashville, Tennessee. Played baseball and competed as a wrestler while growing up. And we talked about how Being a wrestler is good for football playing because it keeps him with a low center of gravity, keeps him with a good balance. And he's got some quick moves. Jordan Watkins, wide receiver out of Mississippi. He has a daughter, Cameron Gray, who was born in October 2024, grew up in Ohio and Kentucky, and developed his love for football in Pop Warner as it was his escape from a tough transition between two states. I don't know if you were a kid that had to move a lot when you were younger. I was lucky and didn't have to. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but I can understand how moving, losing your friends, having to gain new ones, that can be a tough one. He attended Butler Traditional in Louisville, Kentucky, and DeSale in Louisville, Kentucky, and then competed as a two-sport athlete in football and track and field, obviously because he had a really fast 40 time. Excuse me. Graduated from Ole Miss with a degree in multidisciplinary studies. Marquise Seagull, your cornerback. His in the Golden Nuggets, it's how to pronounce his name. Marquise Seagull, like a seagull, the ones that fly. He has four siblings. His father, Calvin, is a 49ers fan and has influenced Seagull in his football fandom. We did get that in his press conference. He attended Omaha North Magnet in New England, where he ran track and field and wrestled in addition to football. There's a lot of wrestlers on this in this draft class. Majored in business administration at Kansas State. Right. Curtis Rourke. His brother Nathan went undrafted in the 2020 NFL draft, but was selected number 15 in the 2020 CFL draft and is the starting quarterback for the BC Lions. He met his wife, Caroline, in Ohio, where she was a three-time All-MAC volleyball player. I have athletic kids. He was number one overall recruit out of Canada in 2019. He attended Holy Trinity Catholic in Oakville, Ontario, as a secondary school, graduated with an undergraduate degree in communication and media studies and a master's in coaching education from Ohio. I need this master's. These guys are overachievers. Connor Colby, guard out of Iowa, met his fiancee Lindsay at Iowa, kind of like George Kittle, grew up down the street from the campus of Iowa and chose that school over Michigan, Ohio State, and others because he is a die-hard Hawkeyes fan. He attended Kennedy in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, majored in sport and recreational management at Iowa. Junior Bergen, wide receiver. He's going to be a returner. Returned 8 punts for TD in college, tying the record for most punt returns for TDs in NC2A FCS history. Began his collegiate career as a running back before transitioning to wide receiver his sophomore year. And I wrote this in the article covering him. His 16.71 yards per punt return in college ranked third in Big Sky history behind Randall Anderson from Weber State, who has 18.48 yards per return, and Cooper Kupp, familiar name, who graduated from Eastern Washington with a 17-yard average per return. He attended Billings Senior in Montana, where he played football and basketball. He has 8 siblings and is the closest with his older brother, Oren. So those are your golden nuggets on your draft class. Kind of fun stuff, yeah? And doing something a little different today. I do want to follow up on the news that broke yesterday about Dre Greenlaw having a serious quad injury. And yes, I heard that it was referred to as a strain by some people and a tear by others. Well, honestly, if we're going to be technical, a strain is a tear. So the severity is what we don't know yet. And there has been no official word from the team. So it could be more severe. He could be ready for week one. The impression I got when I talked to multiple sources is that it was much more serious than just a strain. But regardless, a strain is going to keep him from practicing and lifting, which is never good. And I've got to say, I am a huge Dre Greenlaw fan. I want him to succeed. I would never want him to be injured. I want him to, I mean, I would love to have seen him be with the 49ers for a lot longer. He's a guy that is a great locker room guy. I love talking to him. He won the Dwight Clark Award. He's a great guy. I love his fiance and his little boy are so cute and so nice, and I wish nothing but the best for them. So I don't know where this media doesn't like Dre Greenlaw or is salty that he left the team. No, I love Dre Greenlaw, and I have appreciated his presence in the locker room as long as he's been there. Covered him since he was drafted by the 49ers, and I actually covered the story of him when he actually saved one of the girls, a girl from his college who had gotten drugged at a college fraternity party. He saved her from being taken because I think she was slipped a roofie. It's been a long time since I wrote the story. Obviously, Dre Greenlaw was with the team for a long time, but I believe she was slipped a roofie, and he made sure that she got home safely. And I actually spoke to the father of the girl that he took care of, and loves him, 49ers fan or whatever fan of whatever team Dre Greenlaw plays on. So Dre Greenlaw has a special place for me. Um, because of the kind of person he is. And there's a lot of those guys that have come into the 49ers locker room and are still there or have gone to other teams. And I don't have any bias. I'm impartial. I This is the thing about impartial media. You should be. Every person in the media should be impartial. You shouldn't be a homer. You shouldn't be a pot stirrer. You shouldn't be being anti-team. You should be impartial, delivering the news, and that is what I try to do as much as possible. So, although, yes, it is more fun when the team is winning. We get to cover more games. We get to cover happier teams. So, of course, it's nicer when the team you cover wins. But um, just want to lay that out there and keep that straight. But hopefully, Dre Greenlaw is not out and doesn't miss any part of the season. But the impression I got from multiple sources is that it was more serious than just a strain. So, with that being said, I wish Dre Greenlaw all the best, and I hope I get to cover him again. Um, he's a great guy. I hope, and he plays with ferocity and passion and loves the game of football. And I hope he gets to play a really long time. So I'm going to end it with that, and I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you guys are well.